Hi, I'm Aaron, a student ambassador with Normandale ITS. In this quick video, we're going to explain the differences between a Normandale email address and a StarID login. Normandale and Minnesota State give you two types of addresses to use when using email. We give you a StarID and a Normandale email address. Now, you're probably wondering, well, aren't those two things the same thing? Well, they sort of are in some ways, but they are very different in others. So we want to quickly explain this to make this a little bit easier to understand, since it is a little bit confusing as to which one is the correct one to use. And we'll show you an example of each one, how to use it correctly, and some ways that it might not be used correctly, and what might come up when you choose the wrong email address or StarID. So quickly to explain, the StarID, your StarID, in my case, LK3965NB at go.minstate.edu, is a StarID that is given to you when you start. Now, this is used to log into anything related to Microsoft. That it could be anything from the Adobe apps if you are a creative arts student, to email or documents or OneDrive like Word, PowerPoint, Excel, even Teams, and can be used in a variety of places. Your email address, your first name dot last name at mynormandale.edu, in my case, aaron.backlund at mynormandale.edu, is an email address that is given to you when you first start at Normandale Community College. This is an email address and can only be used as an email address. If I try to sign in with aaron.backlund at mynormandale.edu, it won't work because all this is just an email address where emails can be received and sent from, but you can't log into. My StarID at go.minstate.edu, on the other hand, cannot be used for emails, as it isn't a valid email address in the email system. So if somebody tries to send me an email to that address, they'll get a bounce back email that'll say their message couldn't be delivered to me. And that can be a little bit concerning when professors or outside members are trying to email you very important documents and it's not sending. So to avoid that fear and that definite stress, which I've certainly been through myself, we wanted to explain this and make this a little bit more clear. So use the StarID when you're trying to log into your email, and use your first name dot last name at mynormandale.edu when you're trying to send emails. That's something that you should only really be giving out to other students, study groups, or friends, or outside organizations. So the StarID is used simply to log in, and your email address, your first name dot last name at mynormandale.edu, is used when you're giving out an email address where students, faculty members, and outside people can email you. We also like to let you know that if you are a person in our directory and your name matches the same as another student's name, a .1, .2, or .3 might be added afterwards. So we recommend you visit starid.minstate.edu and sign in with your StarID and your password to make sure you know what your student email address is. It's always important to double check this because there might be somebody else who's named exactly like you. But if not, it's just your first name dot last name. When you're signing into email, you should always be using your StarID. So we'll try it again with my StarID here. And as you can see, now it's letting me sign in. So it's asking me for my password. So we'll put that in. And we'll click sign in. And then I'll have to approve my request with the MFA. If you need help getting your MFA set up, there's some great videos that you can check out from us that will explain how to do that. So I'm going to approve my verification. And it's asking me if I want to stay signed in, and I'm going to say, yes, I do, because this is my personal device. If you're accessing your email from another device, like a Normandale public computer found around our campus or a public library, it's best to click Don't Show This Again and No. So I'm going to click Don't Show This Again and Yes, since this Mac in front of me is a device that I trust or is a personal computer. Now, as you can see here, I want to say I want to write an email to somebody I know. I'm going to just send an email to a colleague of mine, and we're going to see what that looks like when I send an email. So I'm actually going to send an email to myself here, and that's the colleague, and we'll click on my employee email here, and we'll send a quick message, and then we'll send that on our way. Okay, now that the message has been sent, I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like on the recipient side when you send an email from your Normandale email account. Okay, it looks like I've got the email, I heard my little message tone, and you see what, if I go up here and I click on who it was from, I'm going to see, there you go, aaron.backlund@my.normandale.edu. And that's great. So as you can see, that's what will show up on the email program of the person you sent to. And I can even reply back and it'll come up and it'll say, yep, we're sending this to that same email, aaron.backlund@my.normandale.edu. And I'm going to put in here, thanks. And we'll send that back. And as you can see, right here, I get another tone, and there you go. There's the email right there. So that's the difference between your StarID and your email address. If you still have any questions for us, always feel free to reach out. We're always happy to help. You can call us at our phone number at 952-358-8181, or you can also visit our website and create a web ticket by visiting www.normandale.edu/IT. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope you found it helpful, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.